I realized that there's a lot of, I guess the word is noobs, a lot of newbies or a lot of, brand new traders or people that's trying to get into trading that I'm like, catering to. That's kind of what my channel is. I'm more into the newer traders, the veterans and everything else. I mean, I guess you could find some new strategies and whatnot, but that's not really what I cater to. I cater to the people that wants to just get in, figure what this is about, get their feet wet, and if they want to get into it, then all right, we dive deeper. But if not, then, you know, just give me the real rundown on how this thing works. And I don't want people to be like, oh, this is easy. All I do is just wake up in the morning and do this and this and that, and boom, we made 50%, 100%. Like, sometimes it don't work out like that, bro. But anyways, I'm about to just give a quick rundown on candlesticks for the new folks. You feel me? Because me personally, I believe if you come into this situation, you come into the stock market, and you get hit with the facts, you get hit with the things that actually make a difference in your trading. You actually know the things that matters, and you disregard the things that don't. You have a way easier time. Like I'm over here trying to. Let's not even get into that. Let's just stick to the candlesticks. Anyways, all right, cool. So in the beginning, we're just gonna show you this little anatomy for candlesticks. All right, boom. So on the left side, we're gonna focus up. So when it comes down to the lows, that means the situation. That means this candle got to this area, but it didn't close in this area. So it opened here, it came down, then they pushed the price back up, and then now it's at open. So then after that, it came up, and this is the actual body. But it wasn't finished because it came up a little bit higher. But then they was like, whoa, that's too high. Relax, calm down. Then they pushed it back down, and then it closed here. So in this situation, we have nothing but positivity. There's great things going on in this candle. You should be happy when you see something like this. You feel me? All right, we got the same exact thing on the right side, but it's the opposite direction. So that means the bearish. When you say bearish, it's like a synonym for negativity, losing, going down, like whatever you want to call it. Just know it's going the opposite direction of up. But yeah, so with this situation opened here, they try to push it higher, then they realize, nope, nah, we can't stay this high. It's too crazy. So then they pushed it down. Heavy selling pressure all the way down. Came here, they like, all right, let's go a little bit lower. Nope. All right. Came back up. Then they concluded this was the area that they wanted to finish this stock off. Finish this price action at. Feel me? All right. That was quick and easy. I'm gonna go too deep into that. It's really simple. If not, just look at it and you'll get to understand it. But they call these little stems that's sticking out wicks. You can call them tails, you can call them shadows, whatever you want to call it. But me, I keep it nice and easy. We got the wicks, we got the bodies. That's it. Whoa. I don't remember putting this in here. I don't know how to say this. Marabuzu? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I think it's like a synonym for dominance and one of those. I don't even want. I can't even. I don't want to butcher it because I don't even want to. I think it's Chinese or Japanese. I'm not sure, but I want to say Japanese. Don't quote me, but just look it up. Figure it out for yourself. But anyways, another synonym for dominance. Pretty much saying we have one direction and we want to go that direction. There's no indecision within these candles, you see? So right here, we started here, went all the way up. That was simply said. There's no wicks, there's no tails, none of that. It's power going straight up. We got power going straight down. Right here, we got same situation, but we have a small wick coming out to the top, which means it pushed all the way up, and then they try to get, they try to get their extra little 10% in there, but they couldn't. So 10% of this stock, 10% of this candle is a wick, and 90% is going to be actual dominance, saying we're going to the upside. Same exact thing here, but it's to the opposite side. 90% of this candle is actually sell pressure, and then we got 10% where people are actually buying and trying to keep this stock from going lower. You feel me? 90% is always going to overpower 10%. So this is a dominant candle that's saying negativity. Dominant candle, positivity. Same exact thing here, but the wicks are just in different locations. All right, but let's go. Actually, I'm going to be real with you. Let's go over to the right one because let's not overlook this. This right candle is probably one of my favorite candles to see because they tried to push it down. 10%. They tried to push it down at least 10% within this single candle, but then they couldn't. So then it just shot straight up. So in this situation, it's like, all right, I like to see these during continuation. It's like All right, let's not get into that. All right, focus up. We'll get into that once I show y'all some charts and whatnot. All right, so we got inverted hammers and shooting stars. With the inverted hammer, I honestly treat them as the same exact way, but you should realize that inverted hammers have a little bit more positivity within because they started low. They started as low as they possibly could, and then it tried to go all the way up here, but then it could not, and then it shot right back down here. But this 10% of this candle that's actually being played. I'm sorry, let me not confuse y'all. Not being played because the entire candle was in play, but 10% of this candle actually had substance. You feel me? So from here to here is where people actually like found value within this candle. So it's like, damn, is 10% of this 100% move like really valid? Should I be paying attention to this stock and saying, or paying attention to this candle and saying, all right, we got the momentum. We can go higher. Like in my opinion, no, I'm not gonna be thinking that because why? We only went up. Let's just say this is a dollar. This is a dollar candle. We only went up 10 cents. We went up an entire dollar, but we didn't hold the entire $9 move. We only held 10 cents, and we dropped down 90 cents. So within that 60 seconds, if it's a minute candle, we pretty much lost all that value. We lost 90% of this candle's value too quickly. So it's like, all right, I'm not really convinced that the buyers is, you feel me, they're stuck and they're convinced that this thing's gonna go higher, that they want this to go higher. So with those inverted hammers, I'm not really into that. Shooting stars is definitely gonna say, yo, all right, we can't even hold this. All this is bullshit. So I'm sorry, I can't be swearing. But anyway, all this right here is just like negativity. There's nothing positive about this. So peep game. We started down here. We came up. Boom. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, we started right here. We pushed all the way up, all the way up. Then guess what? After it got to this point from being to the top, it just took a big doodle. Boom. It even passed the point where it opened, and then it came even lower. So you got to think about it in your head. If we opened right here, and then we had the potential to go, we literally went. I don't know. I'm just gonna body the percentages, but we went up what, 80%. 80% from where we was at. Like we went up, boom, boom, boom. Say this is 10 cents, we had a dollar right here. So we went from 10 cents to a dollar. We went up 90 cents. And then we went back down and then we lost the whole entire dollar. So I was like, damn, you couldn't even hold 10 cents? You couldn't even hold it? Like we held 10 cents here. But here we couldn't even hold that. Like we took the L, we even lost like the little edge we had going on right here. Like we could have been somewhere, but in that situation, you want to realize, like, yo, everybody's getting out of here. Nobody's sticking around. So it's like, do you think the people that's gonna see this happen the next day or the next 60 seconds, are they gonna stick around as well? Most likely they're not. So when you see shooting stars, that means the reversal's happening. That means it's too much selling pressure. The buyers are not present. Be ready to get up out of here, or be ready to jump in on the downside. Next. All right. These are dojis, but I guess there's different names for these dojis. All right, so the neutral and the long leg, they're gonna be the same thing, but as you can see, the neutral it's even tug and pull. You feel me? Long leg, it's a longer tug and pull. So we started here in the middle. We shot up. We realized we didn't want to be higher. All right, cool, not a problem. Came back down. It's back in the middle. We came down. We realized we didn't want to be lower. Not a problem. All right. Came back in the middle. So now this price action is just stuck in the middle. There's a lot of indecision going on within these candles. It's like, all right, we don't know where we want to go, so let's just stay in the middle. You feel me? When I see dojis, usually reversals happening, or usually, yeah, that's pretty much it. I like to see dojis happen around reversals. When I see that, that's giving me a confirmation. Like, all right, boom. Once I see that second candle close, I be fucking going off, man. I'm gonna get to all that when I show y'all the charts. But anyways, so these are gonna be the same exact things. Just realize nothing really happened within this price movement. So within the whole 60 seconds, we went up and down, but we closed and opened the same exact spot. Same thing here. Same thing here. No, sorry. All we did was go up here. We opened right here. We shot all the way up. We came right back down. So it's gonna be the same thing as a hammer, but you gotta realize in those hammers, it was a 10 10% fluctuation. You feel me? There was like, all right, we gained 10 cents, we lost 10 cents. And this, we didn't do anything. We gained the entire dollar, and then we lost that entire dollar. Like, so in this situation, it's like, damn, what's going on? Like, we did all that for nothing. So it's pretty much, in my opinion, I want to look at the gravestones like fake outs. Like, all right, let's just throw it up out there. Let's just see who wants to fetch this bone real quick. Like, if you go going in for these, you're gonna have a hard time, man. But anyways, gravestones, I like to avoid those. I don't really make too many plays off those, but I do keep it on my eyes, and I do know what they do, what kind of price actions come after that. But I don't really focus on those. I like dojis. I mean, I guess the neutrals or the long leg dojis. Those are my favorite. Then we got the dragonfly. It's gonna be the same thing as like an inverted hammer, but in this situation, the price didn't make any difference at all. But it did go stupidly down lower, but then it came right back up. So that means, all right, we got a lot of selling pressure, but it doesn't matter because whoever was involved in this stock, they don't want this price to go anywhere lower than where it's at right now. But you got to understand as well, they don't want it to go any higher. But, but, you got to understand, there was price action in this candle. Like, it did go down. It didn't close anywhere new, but it did have a lot of selling pressure. And then guess what? It had a lot of buying pressure as well. So in this situation, you want to understand, they don't want to go lower, but they didn't go higher. So we know for a fact that we don't want to go lower, but we don't know if they want to go higher. So that's when the next candle comes into play, and then you want to be like, all right, cool. We know where we don't want to go. Now I just want to jump in and see if we actually want to go. We want to test the area that we never been to. You feel me? That's your mindset when you see the dragonflies. But anyways, to the next. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be the quick little rundown. Y'all can pause this. Same exact thing I was just telling you, but I guess it's gonna give y'all an order. What's the most I said the most what? Whichever one should give you like the most conviction whenever you're looking at it. It's within order. Yeah, y'all can look at that. It's all the same. Been talking about it. Same exact thing here. Anyways, all right, cool. So we got the candlesticks down. We know what to expect when those happen. But we know exactly what they are and what's happening while we're looking at them. So we got to put them together, and then we're going to figure out how these things are going to actually play a role when they're side by side and there's 20 of them lined up together. All right, going to get into the charts now.